Hey guys, Rilk here. Welcome to my Skyrim Special Edition playthrough. This will be part one. Um, for our character here, I'm gonna play a Khajiit, and we're gonna be a stealthy archer. Will be the build we'll start out with. I kind of go all sorts of ways as we level up, and I kind of build out to letting him be tanky as well, and letting him use magic and all we know right now is our base start, and that'll be a stealth archer. We got quite a bunch of mods coming into this one. I started on this screen just because I knew I was gonna have to mute or cut the first part of the video if I started with the main theme song going on. Um, I didn't really wanna watch the carriage ride or any of that, so I started on this. I have a few different mods going on. I'm just going to go down the list here. So my quality of life mods, I have the unofficial Skyrim Special Edition patch. It fixes a lot of problems in the game. One of the main ones I can think of off the top of my head is there is a glitch, or was a glitch, in Skyrim where you could use a potion to enhance your enchanting, and you could use your enchanting to enhance your potion making by building new sets of equipment each time. It was never ending. Um, they kind of with this patch fixed that, but there was an even more broken one. I can't remember exactly what type of potion it was. It wasn't supposed to buff um, enchanting, but it did. It was like I can't even remember how to do it. I've never done it myself. I saw videos of it, but like years ago when before special edition. Basically, it was like a restore, like a fortify restoration, and it had to do with putting on and removing equipment, I believe, and it shot your your enchantment levels through the roof. It was insane. Like you were getting like 90,000 damage on your weapon instead of like even with um, doing the enchantment trick, you were getting like the 1,000 maybe if you were high leveled with your skills and leveled up. So that was the main ones that this fixed, as far as I know. I don't like the basic UI in this game, so I installed Sky UI. We've got instant mining and harvest more firewood, just to reduce the hassle. Glowing ore to make it easier to see. Better jumping. Basically, all it does is it allows you to jump while sprinting. It does allow you to get into a lot more spaces you weren't intended to in the game, but I just do it because it's a hassle not being able to jump while sprinting, having to stop and maneuver without sprinting. So we won't really be using it to get into places we're not supposed to be. Um, Maybe I'll use it to get into places faster than we're supposed to be. Like, instead of using whirlwind sprint 3 times, I might do the cheap skate jump twice and use whirlwind sprint once, just to save us a bit of time. Quality map, it just makes the map look nicer. Um, I can't remember. I can't pronounce this word. There's a quest where you have to find unusual gems, and this just puts a marker for all the gems when you find the first one. Achievement enabler, that's the usual thing I do in these kind of games. Ars Metallica smithing. Smithing is in Skyrim, it's solely based on the items that you craft that are weapons or armor. I don't remember if it counted for the stuff you also made for your house. But this allows you, anytime you smelt, anytime you skin, anytime you tan, anything, you actually get experience for it. It's just it's a little helpful mod. So graphics mod, I put I think I did this before. I just as I'm realizing now. Apache Sky Hair. It's a cool mod with a lot of different hairstyles, and it did have hairstyles for the Khajiit. I just didn't like any of them. They were looking ridiculous. So we're gonna stick with two. I'm just gonna show them off. Like I don't know. I think it's all right, but I might be better off if I changed it to his hair fur color. But I don't know. This one, no, I'll stick with none. So that'll be two. We went with a darker character just because I wanted to be a sneaky character. Alright, back to the mods. Realistic water. It's not actually realistic, but that's what the mod's called. It makes the water look more realistic. Um, I really like the Nightingale armor, but I really don't like how it looks texture-wise. So I have a Nightingale 4K Nightingale armor. I can't remember if it adds a different color secondary. I think it does. Um, I really liked one of my favorite was Nightingale Prime from normal Skyrim. I was kind of sad they never brought it to Special Edition, but it was a 4K texture for years before Special Edition came out. I think it was like 2013 um, when it came out, or maybe that was when it was last updated. I can't remember. We got climates of Tamriel. So we'll have like aurora borealises, we'll have huge rainfalls and storms and stuff. No tornadoes or anything that will really affect our character. Um, but the audio is actually really good with it. It actually makes you feel like you're in a rainstorm. Even when you're inside, you hear it just pouring. It really adds a lot of immersion to this game. I don't know what to call this category. I just called it add-ons or additions. I really like cloaks. I felt like this game kind of aesthetically it didn't have it for some reason, but it adds a lot to the depth of the character. The Nightingale armor has a cloak, but this is just adds an armor piece that's a cloak. Liam's craftable armors is another mod I have on, and it just allows me to make my own Nightingale armor, Thieves armor, Brotherhood armor, any of those like specific sets that are stuck with the enchantments. I can build any of them. Even like I'm trying to think. Maybe if we're smithing, I'll take a look. But there's other actual armor sets that aren't just out of the Tanner. I have Imperious Races of Skyrim. Um, Basically, it alters. Here, I'll go into race here. It alters some of the stats. Oh, this doesn't actually show the stats. So normally it'll show you like 15s and higher stats in these skill points here. But by stats I mean like HP, stamina, and magicka. So they're those are baseline 100 across the board in the base game. This one is not. I don't know what the stats are for each race off the top of my head. But each race has a different stat line than 100, 100, 100, but they all balance out to a total of 300 if you add them all together. So they didn't try to unbalance anything. With this Imperious Races, you have 3 new passives and 1 power that can be unlocked later. To be honest, one of the passives most of the time is from the first passive you normally get. It's just altered. I don't know the Khajiit very well off the top of my head, so I don't know which one the passives it would be. But I wrote down the passives that the new one has. So the first one is Feline Agility. You get faster movement speed than any other race, and you can also sprint faster, but it costs much more stamina. So that's a trade-off. I thought that would be a good stealth archer character class, not character. Race, sorry, that's the word I was looking for. The next one is called Prowl. It makes half of the sound. Sorry, it cuts off basically half your sound while you're sneaking, so you're a lot stealthier. Prowl also has a pounce function. I don't know if we'll be using that. I haven't tried it, but not really. I'm not planning to be a melee character, so pounce didn't really appeal to me anyways. Another thing that didn't appeal to me was the next passive, Rowlith Khajiit. I can't pronounce that properly, but basically it was for unarmed damage. You get claw damage instead. And the new power, the new power to be unlocked, is called Perception. It improves dark vision and mutes all distraction type sounds. For that, we'll need to gain 50,000 gold. And that's it. That's probably one of the easiest ones to gain for all the races. Oh, I forgot. I was still in the middle of my list for mods. JKS's Skyrim all in one. It just makes... It adds a little something to each town for like a storage area, or it just makes it feel more immersive, I suppose. It makes the towns feel a lot more substantial. It does very very small things. I'll point out the one in River Run because I know it. But it's noticeable overall. And then I got Helgen Reborn. It's one of the best expansion type DLC mods that I've ever played in any game. So I always throw it on. It's fun. We'll deal with it later though. I think we're done. I did up my character already. All right, we'll start with this. Okay, we'll go with Rilk. Okay. For some reason in this game, I don't know why it does this more than others. If I Alt-Tab, which I always do, it,
You with one of the trade
just a second, I gotta check some audio. I was turning the music off. Yeah, it is off. Okay, so we want music for the ambience. What was I saying? Turned off music? No.
Seems to find trouble.
Mods? No, I think we were done that. I've now forgotten completely.
Forget
My
that.
bad.
He goes to the block.
By your orders, Captain.
It's totally out of my head.
I'm sorry. We'll make sure your remains are turned to elsewhere. Follow the captain, prisoner.
I don't know. The beginning part of this, we were taken down a trail in, I can't even move my mouse. We were taken down a trail in a carriage with this guy, Ulfric, and everyone here. They're all Stormcloaks, and the main... I wouldn't even call it the main storyline. The main background story going on in the game is the Stormcloaks versus the Imperials. Before we get into the game, Ulfric had combat with the king, who was a child. I don't know how old. I think he was like 12 or 13. And he beat him in combat. And the Imperials say he murdered him. The Stormcloaks say it was a fair fight. And that's Nord tradition to be able to challenge the king. It's whatever. There was also a horse thief that was with us. He tried to run. That's the guy just laying down over on the ground over there. So we were not with them, but we got put together, and we're also being put to death. And that's how the beginning of this game starts. I'm just gonna get something to drink here. I was just thinking about this. I'll try to stop talking while they're talking.
I said next prisoner.
To the block, prisoner. Nice and easy.
really like the beginning of this game. It felt really cool when I first played it. Just to be thrown in it immediately with such a powerful being in the beginning. I still do not have control. Oh, there we go. We're gonna move around pretty quick because of our sprinting. I totally wasn't thinking about that, but I'm gonna be kind of speedrunning the first bit of this. I've done it so many times, and I'm definitely much faster than I usually am. Boop. So that's Alduin. He's a dragon. We'll learn a lot more about him later. But dang, does this eat stamina like crazy, sprinting? Okay, so you can choose which side you want to side with while we're in this Helgen Keep here. If you go on this right door, you'll go with the Stormcloak Raylal, and he was the guy who was with you on the carriage ride and talks to him. You kind of form a bond. We're gonna side with the Imperials, just because in River Run, his uncle, I think, is the blacksmith, and he has better stuff than
Let me see if I can get
I can't remember what his aunt's name is or whatever, whoever
Take a look around.
Rayloff
There should be
is
plenty
with.
of gear to choose from. I'm going to see if I can find something for these bones.
I'm just gonna loot a bunch of stuff that I know I want.
Swings do. Let's keep moving. That thing is still out there.
Okay, so this is what Sky UI looks like. I want to add the weight value here. We're just gonna use light armor, and we're gonna rock dual swords just to get this part faster for our few battles before we can get our bow and arrow. I don't normally use power attacks, so stamina in fights for me is not very useful. Ooh. Well, I don't know why he's not attacking me yet. I just wanted to double check my quest or difficulty. Sometimes I play on legendary and I didn't really want that to be for a let's play. I don't know why they're not attacking. I think it's because I went so far ahead of Hadvar here.
Let me see.
Okay. We're not gonna worry too much about picking up everything. We're just gonna be worrying about what's valuable, and that's why I turned on the value per weight. Cloaks are worth a fair bit. A lot of other stuff isn't. Man, this feels like I'm almost sprinting at this speed. I love this movement speed. It's awesome. We're gonna have to get some like stamina buffing equipment or something. I'm not used to doing two-hand weapon fighting. Unlike most people, my secondary is not right-click, so it's kind of a hassle. Yeah, my normal weapon styles will be either bow and arrow, two-hand weapons, and what else do I normally do? Sword and shield. I don't mind that. I shouldn't have picked up that one. Most of the time I end up not overloaded because I don't pick up a lot of stuff because it's not very valuable here. Wine's not a bad one, to be honest. Yeah, these 3 per weight is... I could be picking it up and dropping it, but we're not gonna bother.
Done then. This way.
Just a second. Do we start with a heal or not? Oh, we do. Okay, we're gonna put that on our quick menu here. What do I want for my heal? I kind of want to be able to press it while we're fighting, so I'm gonna put it for 5 for now. I'm not gonna be using the swords for long, so I'm not gonna put them
A torture room.
on a
God,
quick
so
menu.
wish we didn't hear that.
I really love these
You fellows
quick
happened along
kills,
just in time.
animations, whatever.
Seemed a bit upset at how I've been entertaining their comrades.
Oh, wait a second. When did that happen? So the light equipment's actually worth a lot
You know
comparatively.
what's going on. A dragon attacking Hellion.
So that one has lockpicks and a potion. If I didn't give you a chance to look. I'm just lockpicking these for XP on lockpicks, except for the middle one. The middle one's the only one with anything useful. And this is where you would be grabbing your mage stuff, if you were a mage. Although, first spell's kinda
Please, don't
crap,
make up
to be honest.
nonsense. Although come to think of
Although
it,
all his stuff
I
is
think
worth a
some
bit
more
more.
noise is
Can't
coming
remember
from
if these are worth it.
Come with us.
12
Let's get there.
times 5 is 60, so that's 5. And this is about 3.
I said
Okay.
keep us under attack.
Chill. Take all my things.
Grab what you can and let's go.
I'm not gonna grab that book. God damn, we're so fast. It's awesome, but it is definitely stamina eating. I practiced, well not practiced, I played a bit of a run with a Breton. It had some kind of cool passives. It had the magic resistance like usual. Something else on that passive. One of the other passives, it gained an extra skill from standing stones. Some of them were kind of cool. I'm mostly an XP kind of guy, so for most of my game I play with XP buffs for okay. Pretty much my almost all my playthroughs play with one of the guardian stones for thief or warrior or whatever, or the lover's stone. They all increase our XP gain. Oh, I didn't realize he was behind me. I tried to block and realized that's not a block. We gotta get out of here. Oh. Oh, I could have used my level up. Oh well. I didn't mean to do that. Let's sort by this.
I cannot
Oh, was that lockpick? No, it was an arrow. Damn. Usually when I go for two-hand weapon fighting, I usually like using the Warhammer. That's probably my favorite. I'll go through the passives and stuff for that. Not passives, but I'll go through the skills for one-handed, just because we might be going into that later. And two-handed's pretty much the same. I forgot how silly we look with armor on. No, I said... Oh, because I have my weapon out. We do look really silly. Oh, that's awesome. Alright, we have a bow and arrow now. I kind of don't like our supply of arrows, so we're actually going to stick with our sword and magic for now. We'll switch up when we get to the bear part. I think it's a waste to use it on these spiders that are coming up. I don't know the whole game super off the top of my head, but I definitely know the beginning part a lot. And how to, well, that was because of my speed, and how to level up a lot of skills off the top of my head quickly. Oh wow, I thought for sure we'd be one-shotting them. Usually there's 2 big spiders. Did I kill one already? I'm guessing we probably did. So these are nice and light things, the spider eggs and this poison. So we'll be grabbing all of these. Damn, I really love how fast we are when we sprint. I'm trying to jump right after to conserve some stamina, which you can't do in the normal game. But kind of exploiting the fact that I can. Oh, it actually still eats our stamina when we jump on the Khajiit. I think it's because of the extra stamina eating it does. Alright. Let's switch up. I'm gonna favorite this for now. I should have been picking up Alto wine. We're gonna end up leaving here and having barely all of our weight taken. Oh, I just shot by accident. I'm waiting here for Hadvar. Where'd he go? Okay, we'll turn that off for now. Where are you, doofus? Come on. Oh, boop boop boo. Oh right, that's the bear. I don't know if I even looked at it earlier. If you don't have a bow and arrow by this point, he'll give you one and some arrows.
There's a bear just ahead.
I think because I equipped it, he won't give me any.
With her right now. Might be able
I'm not
to see
100%
by.
though.
Just take it nice and slow, and watch where you step. Or if
Oh
you're
no.
feeling lucky,
Okay, he does
you
give
can
you
take
it
this
no
bow.
matter what.
Take her by surprise. Go ahead. I'll follow your lead.
Boom! Oh, I didn't talk about what difficulty we're playing on. I kind of went through it just to make sure we weren't on legendary. We're playing on adept difficulty, which is basically the normal difficulty range. I can't tell you the numbers off the top of my head, but I'll just go through them just visually. So adept's just in the middle. Beginners, novice, apprentice, adept, expert, master, and legendary. All it does, honestly, it doesn't change loot. It doesn't change like levels or anything. It just changes the amount of damage you give and the amount of damage you receive. So adept is literally 1-to-1. I receive 100% of the damage I should, and I deal 100% of the damage I should. And the farther you go away from the scale of adept, like left or right, on novice they do like 15 or 25% the damage they should, and then you deal like 200 or 400% damage. It's kind of silly, but if you want to min-max, I guess, you can definitely change up your difficulties. I just knew where Alden was flying from, so kind of just peeked up there for a bit. I forgot you could see Bleak Fall barrows from here.
Looks like he's gone for good this time. But I don't think we should stick to see if he comes back.
He kind of just, I think he stays stuck in that spot, and you can just keep peeking at him.
Sure I could help you out.
Oh,
It's
right.
probably
Hadvar
best
is
that
gonna
we
split
split
up with us,
Good luck. I
and
wouldn't
he's
have
gonna
made it
go
without your help.
visit, or he's gonna meet us in River Run. We've got a few things to hit up before we get there. There's a bandit camp here with 3 or 4 bandits. We're gonna get a sneak attack on one of them. Oh, we did it at the right timing. It sounds like Hadvar is gonna come help. Oh, I forgot we leveled. Just a sec. I'm gonna up our bow damage. It'll only up us by 20%. Alright, so we basically lost 10 health, and we gained 5 magic and 5 stamina for our setup for Khajiit. I'm gonna try to keep them flush. I guess this will be our flat line, and we'll start with going health, stamina, magicka next time. What do we want? We want archery. Oh dang, if we had another level we could actually already put another 20% on our damage. I'll take all of that actually. Oh, yeah, right. It's gonna keep us updated on our gold count because of that quest, or whatever you want to call it, for our extra power. I can't remember what this book does. Oh, one-handed. Dang, our one-handed is higher than our archery. These kind of bags usually only have food. They're not a bad value. We're never gonna use food. I don't like stacking food. I prefer potions. They usually do a lot more. Okay, we're gonna head over. I can't remember what this is called. It's a Talos Shrine, I think. It's not on the map, but we can activate this, which it gives us 20% faster shout recovery, but only for 8 hours. But it also cures all of our diseases. But the main reason we came over here is for this robe and, ooh, plus 20 stamina. We're gonna actually use those for now. Definitely want that. I kind of want to read that. We'll grab this. What's our weight at, actually? Carrying capacity is 220 out of 300. Yeah, we'll make it to town before we overload. I've been doing pretty good. I'm not gonna read that. I don't usually sell my spells until I have it in our spell bar. If we couldn't use this enchantment, honestly, for now I would sell it. Just because our goal is hurting. We're real low right now. That's why I'm actually picking up so much crap. I really like how fast we're moving. It's awesome. And these are the 3 Guardian Stones I was talking about earlier that you get at the beginning. Oh, I saw him on the mini-map as I was running by. I missed. There's another one? No. Damn it. Okay. We'll get that in a second. So, this will add 20%. Oh, it says it right here. So all of our thief category skills level up 20% faster now. That's the same for the Mage Stone and the Warrior Stone. I'll try to go over which skills are which. There's a way to tell, and I can't remember. It's something to do with the background color. So I think this big blue area means it's mage all in here, which makes sense, and I think enchanting's also mage. And then the red is for warrior. And I can't remember if archery is in red or green. I think it's in green. So we'll want to be working on archery, our light armor. We don't really care that much about that. Our sneak is definitely a good one. Lockpicking and pickpocket. We'll work on that. Speech will be helpful too. Alchemy's a funny one. Alchemy can be super helpful, but it's also something I usually end up over leveling early, so we're gonna focus more on our combat skills for a while before worrying about alchemy, enchanting, and smithing, which are the most passive skills, I guess. I could have stealth attack, but normally he's seeing me, so I didn't even assume I had a chance. I'm not planning on fighting that much more. Can I not pick this up? What is going on? You're supposed to be able to. There we go. This is a mine we'll clear out in a minute. We're just gonna be overloaded if I try to go in there and clear it now. There should be 3 wolves here, but normally I don't run into that first wolf. So I don't know if I messed that up somehow. Nope, they're still here. Did I really whiff that? I was honestly looking at the left at that point, assuming I would make that hit. Okay, we're gonna double up on our heals here. Just because I'm not gonna be having that weapon on us anymore. Normally I'd mine this, so this is what they look like. But I don't have a pickaxe. The closest pickaxe would be inside that mine, as far as I know. We could clear the first section of it, but we'll be back anyways. Man, I just realized with this sprint jump, plus the Khajiit speed, we can get into a lot of places we shouldn't.
Things look quiet enough here. Come on, where's my own?
Seemed kind of pointless to do this, but we can turn hide into leather straps, and we can use them for smithing. I can't believe we made it here with all of our detours at the same time. Normally, honestly, they're already inside.
Are you on leave from shores, boats? What happened to you, boy? Are you in some kind of trouble? I'm fine. We should go inside to talk.
Alright, he is his
What's going
uncle.
on? And who's this? He's a friend. Saved my life, in fact. Come on, I'll explain everything, but we need to go inside.
Oh, this hat on this
Okay,
cat
okay,
is just
come
so funny
inside.
to me. I don't know why.
Sigrid will get you something to eat, and you can tell me all
I-
about it.
Honestly, if I was this cat, I would have 2 holes on the top of the helmet for my ears. That can't be comfortable for a cat. We'll catch up with them in a second.
Well, one of us has to do something.
I said, what? Yeah, an ornament.
I'm just gonna skip through this.
Good.
Basically, a golden
Got some
claw
coin
was
coming in
stolen
from
from
my
here,
last shipment.
and we'll have to go
It's yours
retrieve
if
it.
you bring my
We can do
claw
this
back.
now or later.
The sooner you
I'm just
find the
getting the
claw,
quest
the
so we know
sooner
what
our
Bleak
lives
Fall
can
is.
get back. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
I came in here because I wanted to sell some stuff. I'm not gonna worry about selling this stuff. 700. Okay. What do I want to sell? We want to sell this. Oh, I didn't even put these on actually. I shouldn't have sold the metal ones. Just not here is what I mean. I should have sold them somewhere else. Boop. I know I didn't sell that for money. I just sold it because I didn't want it in my inventory anymore. There's not an area where we can have a safe chest that won't disappear until we gain 5,000 gold. So, we're working on that at the moment.
Get those thieves, you should head to Bleak Fall.
Now everyone should be already seated and waiting for me. So this is Alvar's family, and they're gonna help us being situated in River Run for now. This is really just a stop off for the next big town. You can do a few quests in here, but all we're gonna do is deal with the Golden Claw, and we'll head on over to Whiterun, I think. You can get a follower here if you want, and he can also teach you better archery.
Are you, boy?
I guess he's called a skill trainer. I don't know what level he is. I think he's an expert, so he can teach you up to level 75 archery. He can only teach you 5 at a time, and each level costs more gold.
I doubt I'd make it out
I don't
myself
usually
if
use
not
skill
for my
trainers.
friend
I feel like they kind of take
I
away
need to
from
get
the
back to
fun
Solitude and
part of
let them know
leveling
what's
your
happening.
skills.
I thought you could help us out. Food, supplies, a place to stay.
Of course. Any friend of Half-Life's a friend of
Excuse
mine.
me.
I'm glad to help however I can. Like I said, I'm glad to... But
We're gonna take everything he has, just because this is all free stuff for us. Why am I? Oh, okay, I was too high up.
the Jarl
Thank
needs to know if there's... We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever soldiers he
Okay,
can.
I don't want to ask him about the forge in here. If I ask him outside, he can give us resources to craft with. I think he wants us to build him a dagger and a hide helmet, and also work on them. So now that he knows us, we can take a bunch of this stuff for free. Some of the stuff counts as stealing, but other things do not. Where it dictates, I don't have a clue. I probably shouldn't take all of this. Because it's gonna weigh me down. But I think we're gonna make 5,000 gold pretty quick.
Take what you need, my friend. May the gods watch over your
Okay.
battles, friend.
Need any help around
Yes,
the forge?
actually. How about you smith me an iron dagger? Here's everything you need to make one. Go ahead.
You can easily find it in the list.
Weapon you
The Sky UI makes it look a lot nicer than the normal one is, though. So every step you also have to bring it back to
Whatever you
him
need.
and show
Not
him.
bad.
If you go
But
too
it's a
far
little
ahead,
dull.
you
How
have
about
to
you
make
sharpen
another
it
one.
up? Just need a
I
bit of
found that
metal and the
out the hard way.
grindstone over there. Iron or steel. This look. You want to keep helping? How about you make some armor? Let's start by tanning some
Oh,
leather on the
I
rack.
got ahead of myself. So yeah, if you turn all the leather he gives you, or the hide he gives you, into, what do you call those?
You the sneaky type? Got some nice daggers
Leather
around here
straps.
somewhere.
Then
Let's see if you can make a hide
you
helmet.
you have to find
Here's
some
the
more
rest
leather.
of what you need. Hide.
Excuse me, hide. I don't often use this, but I just don't want to mess it up. Oh, lovely. So when you use the search function, it kind of locks your first selection in for some reason. Ugh.
Yes? Huh. Let's improve the fit. Take this leather to the workbench over there.
This is just a quest you can get from any blacksmith, but I like to get it out of the way and done.
Take. What do you want, cat? You have time. Why don't you keep that dagger and helmet? Maybe you'll
Oh, I
remember me
forgot
when
something.
You're making Skyforge steel. Blades,
I forgot
helmets,
something.
pretty much anything to suit your needs.
I'm a doofus. Trying to remember. I think what I forgot is the treasure map. I'm trying to remember exactly where it is. I think it's in the bandit camp, to be honest. I just want to kind of clear this. It'll start a quest line that we're not going to deal with, but I just it annoys me when we haven't read a book. Let's go back to the bandit camp. There's supposed to be a treasure map in my inventory, but I wasn't thinking. We don't have a lot of arrows. Normally I level up my smithing to steel and make some steel arrows, but it's kind of boring to watch me smithing, so I kind of think maybe I'll do it before the next video. We'll have to chop wood and get some more iron and stuff. Just a sec, I want to check our time on the recording here. Excuse me. I don't know what's going on. Okay, 45. Okay, we should get this treasure map, clear the mines, and then I'll have time to make... How much arrows do we actually have? 14. If we don't find some arrows, I should have kept a weapon. Damn it. Where is the... Oh, there's the bandit camp. Okay, I think it's in one of these. Is it not? Am I going crazy? Well, we got a... Oh, it's on this guy that I didn't loot. Okay, now it makes more sense. So, you just need to have seen this treasure map. I can now throw it away. I already know where it is from the amount of times I've played this. We have enough arrows to be able to take out everyone in this area, I think. As long as I don't whiff a whole bunch. Trying to think how many there are. There's only 2 in the first section, I think 1 in the second section. We should be able to easily stealth attack the first one. Damn, I hit the wrong one on the second shot. Oh, stealth attack actually didn't help that much. Kind of like everything here. Except maybe the mace, but whatever. Okay. And this is the pickaxe I like to use. Doo-doo-doo. And that's the instant mining. It normally takes like, I want to say 10 swings of the pickaxe, and it ain't fast. It's faster just to take out the pickaxe and beat it with your melee. Oh right, I forgot 2 of them rushed the bridge. Well, sort of forgot. I knew they were going to rush the bridge, I just forgot to mention it. You can pick up some arrows from the bodies, but they often break before you can do that. Okay, I'm being a bit loud. There's another guy right behind this wall. Normally I can't stealth up to him, but I think they're half sound. No, I didn't get that stealth shot. That's what I should be using. Oh wow, he sprinted at me. I didn't think NPCs could sprint. Or they don't often sprint. Boop-a-doo. I forget what's the point of this. Like, it's locked. We grabbed the key beforehand. This one's obvious. Oh, I picked up too much. Okay. Ooh, we have a lot of weight going on. Okay, let's figure out what our least profitable stuff is. We don't need this Helgen guide anymore. I kind of want to keep both of those. How's our weight doing? We're over by 31 pounds. Well, if I drop this, we're definitely under. Oh, my bad. I didn't think it was going to fall that close. Okay, we want this. We'll use it right away if we need to. Salt piles aren't worth it. Red apples are. Yeah, why not? Normally I don't search these sacks, but we're really hurting on money at this point. Definitely always grab wheat. Wheat and giant's toes are what I use for my beginning alchemy. And honestly, if I have enough, I can use it for the whole leveling of the alchemy. Sorry, I was looking for the archer that's usually there. She's a bit farther down. She'll peek now that we've got a kill. Or they don't know what's happened. There's... Oh my god, I aim too high. When they're farther away, you don't have to compensate as much as you would think. Because of, I'll explain it. So you see where my crosshair is? The first shot of the arrow is actually like about that high instead of where it shoots, and then it slowly falls. At that distance, I probably should have aimed a bit farther down. That was bad. She's gonna actually chase where the sound came from, because they have no idea where I am right now. And that should be the whole mine clear, actually. Definitely want that. Our weight's gonna go over, and I'm gonna have to drop something again. Alright, well, let's preemptively drop something we don't need. Elk hide, actually. Of course, there's no tanning thing. I'm gonna drop these two maces. Boop-a-doo. Definitely feels like more of a speed run with how fast we run around. Normally I'd just ignore all barrels and crap, but we are super hurting for money. Oh, I forgot to mention, every time you add stamina, let's just add health. Every time you add stamina, for every 10 points of stamina, you gain 5 points in carrying capacity, I think. Ooh, potion of pickpocketing. It's actually good for selling. We won't use that for pickpocketing. Pickpocketing is helpful, but its usefulness at this point is super low because we have 0 fencing abilities. So anything we steal, unless we're gonna use it, it means nothing to us. It's just extra weight. $47 gold for all of that. What's our weight? Okay, we have 11 pounds to wiggle room. 5 pounds left. Oh, that's okay. We'll take this and we'll drop something else. Excuse me. Okay, what do we have? Steel sword. What if we just drop this iron dagger? Can we? No, we're still overloaded, of course. That sucks. Oh, actually, we're done. We're actually gonna get overloaded again. Because there's some spots I want to mine out here. We'll drop one of the steel swords or whatever. I suppose I could have fast traveled, but probably about the same amount of time. I didn't do anything I needed to, did I? How much time has been on the recording? Okay, we're gonna end the first video here, and I'll be making at least us some arrows, maybe a new bow. I don't know how much I want to go into smithing, probably not a lot. I'll try to keep our passive leveling low. By that I mean like our skills that don't add anything to our combat. So I'll try to keep our smithing, our pickpocketing maybe. I don't know. I kind of like pickpocketing. Enchanting and alchemy down. So I think all I'm gonna make is maybe a bow and arrows. Instead of using up all our resources, I'll just save them for later, for when I want to level up our smithing. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope you guys join me in the next one. Bye!